This is the ultimate refuge for the almost extinct Cape mountain zebra, Mountain Zebra National Park. What is the current status of the mountain zebra? Can the population recover in the national park? Is the national park a refuge only for zebras or also for other species of wildlife? We will be looking into this in depth. Mountain Zebra National Park is the third stop on our epic 10,000-kilometer road trip through South Africa. We have spared no effort and pushed ourselves day after day to experience the breathtaking nature of this country. Join us on our journey to one of South Africa's most underrated national parks. This national park is not well known to international tourists. And that's kind of strange, considering that most people visit Addo Elephant National Park, which is at the end of the Garden Route. And Mountain Zebra National Park is only a 2.5-hour drive north of Addo, making it a perfect park to visit if you are in the Addo area. So that you know, this is not a big 5 park, but you can spot 3 of them here: lion, rhino, and buffalo. But this national park is not about counting species at all. The park was originally proclaimed in 1937 to save the Cape mountain zebra from extinction. With a small founding herd of just 6 zebras, they can now be seen in the park in small herds. On our first day in the park, we were lucky and found the zebras right away. Besides the Cape mountain zebra, you will be able to observe other herbivores like Cape buffalo, black rhino, eland, kudu, black wildebeest, red hartebeest, blesbok, and springbok. After a successful afternoon, we returned to the camp. You should always check the closing times of the gates, as these vary depending on the season. We stayed at the campsite where there are many large pitches. Each site has its own braai area, and the ablution blocks have just been renovated. In addition to the communal ablutions, there is also a communal kitchen with stoves and fridges, as well as a washing machine, which was incredibly cheap. We paid 30 rand for washing and drying, which is about €1.50. At the reception, there is a small store with food and souvenirs, as well as a restaurant and a gas station. If you don't want to camp, you can spend the night in several chalets with a beautiful view of the valley. Behind the chalets, there is a swimming pool for all overnight guests. From here, you can also hike around in the fenced camp on your own. The next morning got off to a good start. After leaving camp at 5 a.m., we found one of the park's predator species, black-backed jackals. There are several predators in the park, but it is quite difficult to find them. This national park is known for its cheetahs, which were reintroduced in 2007, making them the first large carnivores in the park. If you visit the park, you should definitely go on a cheetah trek. You will search for the cheetahs by vehicle and on foot, where you can get very close to them. We had this experience a few years ago and can't recommend it enough. We skipped it this time because it was just before Christmas and most tours were already fully booked. Another large predator is the brown hyena, which was reintroduced in 2008. However, as they are nocturnal, it is very unlikely to see them during the day. Lions existed in this region in the past, before they became locally extinct, due to hunting and habitat loss in earlier centuries. For this reason, they were reintroduced too, but only in 2013, as the national park now offers sufficient biodiversity and prey species to support such large animals. There are also other picnic areas in the park, as well as a rock pool and a swimming pool, which can also be used by day visitors. In the afternoon, we were treated to a very special sighting. 2 black rhinos. It was a mother with her calf. Black rhinos prefer the thicket, which usually makes them difficult to spot. The next morning, we got up early again, and it was worth it. We spotted a huge herd of buffalo. They can be seen in areas with acacia thickets and in the wooded valleys of the park near the main camp. In general, this is a national park for landscape lovers. It is not only about game viewing, but also about breathtaking scenery. The main camp is located in a valley where you can find lush greenery all year round, even now, in the dry summer months. However, most of the game gathers on the plateau, where you have to drive up a steep incline by car. It's incredible how quickly the landscape changes within a few kilometers. Another special aspect is the fact that the lesser-known black wildebeest can be observed here. Most people are familiar with the blue wildebeest, the species that takes part in the Great Migration in East Africa. The black wildebeest does not migrate as the blue wildebeest and is therefore much more territorial. But what about the Cape Mountain zebra? Their current population is just over 1,000 animals in the national park and around 2,500 adults in the whole of Africa. And that's an insane achievement, considering there were only 6 animals left in this area at the time, and only 50 individuals in total. But there is still a lot of work to be done to ensure the long-term survival of the species, as the genetic diversity is quite low, making it easily affected by potential diseases or climate changes. I hope you enjoyed this documentary. Leave a comment if you want to know more about the lesser-known Cape Mountain zebra. And make sure you watch the latest documentary about the Karoo National Park, where you will learn how to recognize the Cape Mountain zebra. You can find the link in the description below. See you on the next adventure.